Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a WWE 2k18 Universe mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. This is NXT, and this is the final episode of NXT before NXT TakeOver number 7. It is going to be huge, and you do not want to miss it. It'll be our next episode on Universe mode. Tonight on NXT, though, we've got No Way Jose in action against the debuting Donovan Dijak. How will he go in his debut? Can he pick up a win? Only Lorcan and Denny Burch teaming up once again. They'll take on TM61, Shane Thorne and Nick Miller. We will see Eric Young going one-on-one with one half of the Authors of Pain. It is Akam versus Young, one-on-one tonight, preparing for their big takeover clash. In our main event, Asuka will look to get some revenge on Peyton Royce after an attack a couple of weeks ago. Asuka and Royce, one-on-one tonight. Well, it's Donovan and No Way Jose. It is Donovan getting a debut win. Nicely done by him. Lorcan and Birch versus TM61. It is TM61 with the win. Time for our singles matchup. One half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Eric Young, is in action, taking on one half of the Authors of Pain and one half of their NXT TakeOver 7 opponents in Akam. Big matchup here tonight. We'll see where these two teams stand. They get themselves a slight little opportunity to get their hands on one another. At least Eric Young and Akam will here tonight. Well, these two teams met at the last TakeOver with SAnitY picking up the surprise win over the Authors of Pain, winning the NXT Tag Team Championships. I'm going to say, I really did not expect SAnitY to beat the Authors of Pain because the Authors of Pain was so dominant. The Authors of Pain was so good, but SAnitY did get that win, and this is the match we are going to see. The Authors of Pain, Akam and Razar versus Eric Young, and it is confirmed that Killian Dane will be Eric Young's partner. There was some talk, there was some rumors that maybe the newest member of SAnitY, Alexander Wolf, could step up, but unfortunately that is not the case. For Wolf, he'll be sitting on the sidelines for this one. So, what I would consider their best duo will be in action at TakeOver, defending those championships, which is good to see. Of course, Alexander Wolf, the newest member of SAnitY, replacing Sawyer Fulton. Sawyer Fulton was kicked out of the group after a string of poor performances in SAnity's mind. They felt as though Wolf was going to be the better choice for the group. And I don't know, I thought SAnitY was pretty good with Sawyer Fulton there, but they went with the change. Their opponents, Jesus, will be tough for them. Up against the former tag team champions at TakeOver, it is the Authors of Pain. Tonight it is just Akam though, and we're hearing rumors that the tag team division here at NXT is set for a bit of breath of fresh air. Some new teams are on the horizon. We've already seen Only Lorcan and Denny Burch forming a team. Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann have been in the tag division for a little bit of time as well. So a couple of new teams emerging. We're hearing some rumblings that at TakeOver we could see a couple of more new teams. Some new superstars could be on the horizon for TakeOver, which is exciting to see because, well, the tag division, there's not a lot of teams right now into the division. Some new teams as well. We're looking to see which teams are going to fight through and earn their way in contention. Especially if the Authors of Pain do lose at TakeOver, we'll be looking for new contenders. So if there is new teams here in NXT, it'll be exciting because I think for sure we'll get ourselves an opportunity to see some new blood competing for those championships. So here we go. It is a one-on-one matchup. It is Akam versus Eric Young. And Akam, there's press. Great way to start this match off here. So SAnity's leader, Eric Young, a man who has been trying to branch out as a singles as well as a tag team competitor, but hasn't had much success as a singles as of yet, but has had plenty as the leader of SAnitY in this team. So I guess if you're Eric Young, why bother? Just keep doing what you're doing with SAnitY. If you got two big men in Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf by your side, of course Nikki Cross, a part of the group as well. You've got a great stable there with you. There's no real need, I think, to branch out and try anything else. So, I don't know, Eric Young may be trying to do a little bit more than what he really needs to. Shot to the midsection there by Young, looking to pick up Akam. Can't quite do it. Akam with a counter. Couple of left-hand strikes into the midsection. Now has a hold of Young and a headbutt takes down the leader. Akam and Razar looking to bounce back. There is still a very young and new team. And because of that, it can leave them quite vulnerable at times. If you are this young, if you are this new, it can really play on your mind quite a lot if you do suffer a big loss. And Eric Young met with a shoulder and sent to the outside of the ring by Akam. Not a place where you really want to be, though, as Dane and Wolf are right there, and they could get themselves involved. Of course, the referee watching on. A disqualification would occur, though. And now, look out. Picked up and, oh my goodness! Caught some of the steel steps on the way down. Did Akam. That is going to hurt. The back of the head landing on the steel steps. Not only that, the corners of those steps, they hurt even more. Not how you want to go if you're Akam right now. It's not exactly ideal for him. Young gets him back in the ring, though. Now Eric Young back in. Akam trying to get back to his feet. He's still yet to really recover after that steel steps landing. And Eric Young has him against the ropes. This is trouble here for Akam. And went for the elbow strike, but Akam with a counter. And now the midsection being struck with the boot. And now into the beautiful DDT. Wow. Eric Young, very experienced campaigner, coming up against the young gun of Akam here. And a young team of the Authors of Pain at TakeOver. And looked as though that experience did prevail last time these two teams met, with the, of course, SAnitY winning. It has meant that big things have been coming SAniTY's way in recent times. Got big right hands here by Eric Young. But the Authors of Pain, you know, a young team that loses, it's hard to kind of bounce back from that. Your confidence will drop. The momentum, you know, stagnates. It is difficult to continue grinding. It is difficult to get back to the top. And the Authors of Pain have done a pretty decent job in getting there. Haven't been perfect, but they've done a good enough job. SAnitY, they've suffered a few losses along the way themselves. So certainly SAnitY are showing signs of vulnerability as well. Well, Akam tried to put Eric Young away there, thought about it, instead has to go in a different direction. He's got to do this by using Young as a bit of a battering ram as he slams him down with that power slam as well. Cover now. Quick kick out though. The Authors of Pain have their chance. A shot at redemption. NXT TakeOver number 7. It'll be coming away in the next few days here on the channel. And you can see it right here on BrendenPlayz on the YouTube channel, of course. Right hand there by Akam. And now belly to belly into the suplex. Nicely executed as well there by Akam. Nicely done. Also Pain. Oh, thump to the eye. Eric Young getting a little bit desperate there. But he's a veteran. He knows that maybe I can get away with a few extra things in this high caliber matchup. And he's trying his luck there, pushing it to the absolute limits there. The referee will let it slide. A couple of left-hand strikes there by Akam. Back in control of the matchup though. And this is the difference in this match for Akam. There's no one to tag. He hasn't got Razar to tag in. Normally, he's always got someone to tag, and he can always rely on that. But in this occasion, he's stuck. He has to rely on himself and himself only. As now Young slips out, back in now. And a chance to regroup and reset here for Eric Young. Well-travelled competitor Eric Young, been around to many, many different places, worked it all around the world, and has had success wherever he's gone, really. He's been very successful throughout his career, and he's had success here at NXT, a part of SAnitY. One after the tag team champions. Leg sweep there. You see Akam just struggling a little bit there, a little bit of fatigue showing, and that's simply because he's not used to competing as a singles in this tough matchup here. It's not going to be easy for him to continue for this period of time without anybody to tag in. That's when Akam has to dig deep and try and either end Eric Young straight away, like he's going to try and do here. Midsection shot. Now, he might not need to find a tag or anything like that because he's going to try and put him away here, but Young countering. Right hands and saving the day. Avoids that powerbomb. He gets met with the powerbomb there. It would have been all over for him. Into the cover, no. Into the side headlock instead. Thought maybe after those strikes he might try his luck there with the cover. But look, I tell you what, Eric Young, a little lucky there if he gets hit with that powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, no doubt about it. And that's the thing that SAnitY have to avoid at the NXT TakeOver special event, is that powerbomb maneuvers. That double powerbomb shot there by the Authors of Pain as Young gets hung up on the ropes. Into the cover this time. Now here it is. Is this going to be it for Young? A kick out at 2. Well, Akam, despite not having anyone to tag and despite fatigue issues, remains in control and still looks pretty good. Eric Young trying to get himself back into it though. Launched himself into that forearm. Now, up into the second rope here. What can Eric Young do? He drops the forearm and elbow on Akam right there as well. The veteran starting to work his way back into it. Needs to exploit the weaknesses of Akam. There are weaknesses available clearly. A new man here on NXT, still newish. As we said, still very inexperienced. So there's always going to be cracks in the game of Akam and Brazar. SAnitY will be needing to exploit them. This is an opportunity for Eric Young just to isolate one member of the Authors of Pain here. Get a look at one member and find out what he can do to beat that man. And obviously bring that knowledge into their TakeOver clash. If Eric Young can get Akam in the ring one-on-one at TakeOver, isolate Akam for a period of time, this matchup will certainly come into play, and this experience may be the difference maker between the two teams. Eric Young, a win here as, he gets met with another belly-to-belly. A win here for Young will give him a big boost heading into their TakeOver match, but it doesn't look like he's going to get a win right now because it is Akam back in it, throwing Young around this ring. Now again, another big throw. Suplex galore by Akam right here, one half of the Authors of Pain. And he is putting the pain on Eric Young right now, but Young not giving it up yet. Still fighting. Now Eric Young has Akam up. Oh, a pile driver. What a move there by Eric Young. A pile driver, a bit of a throwback there. And now Young into the cover. Is it enough to beat Akam here? No, the shoulder does get up. But Young getting so close to putting him away here. Young now looking to finish him off. He's come close. Can he finish him off here? He's got a hold of him. Going for another pile driver. A second. Working on the head of Akam. And this may be it now. No, he's kicked out again. And Young cannot believe it. He thought he had the win. He's going to go for another one. Don't tell me he's going to go for a third. Young going for a third pile driver. A third pile driver. Unbelievable. Surely this beats the big man now. Surely this dethrones him and gets the job done. Oh, the referee did count the 3. Young heard the 3 count, thought he got him, but the referee calls it off, said it was just 2. Unbelievable by Akam. He's kicked out of 3 pile drivers in succession. He may have a concussion just days away from TakeOver. Not good at all for Akam, but he's got Young up on the top of the rope here. And now Eric Young is in some danger. Side slam there off the top. Avalanching Eric Young down. Now Akam has Young back to his feet. And now, look out, here comes the side Russian leg sweep, and this could be it here. Is the side Russian leg sweep going to be enough to put Eric Young away? Surely. No, he can't get it done just yet. Akam, I thought there was no way he was going to pull off this upset. And Eric Young still in this match, but for how much longer? Surely Akam's going to be on the back foot, but somehow he's been able to wrestle back control here. And now he's in maybe a winning predicament. Akam, this man is just an absolute beast. Picks up Eric Young after taking 3 pile drivers, hits the powerbomb, and gets the win. Wow. You want to make a statement just before TakeOver, that is how you do it. Akam, wow. Unbelievable stuff. The big man gets the job done for his team tonight. Akam, excellent win. The Authors of Pain can celebrate tonight. They have momentum heading into their clash. And what's Akam doing here? Akam, oh no. Oh, come on, Akam, you've already won. He's already won the match. Now, taking it to Eric Young with a steel chair. Come on, you've already won. Is this really necessary? Akam just doing whatever he wants, trying to get the upper hand just before takeover. And speaking of takeover, it is our women's champion. It is Asuka. Well, Asuka, she's going to be in action here tonight up against Peyton Royce. And this is the chance for Asuka to get a little bit of revenge. Let's take you back to a couple of weeks ago where we saw Peyton Royce after Asuka's victory over Summer Rae. Peyton Royce came out and she just delivered 3 thunderous suplexes to Asuka, sending a massive statement to the champion and proclaiming, hey, I want that title. The championship that Asuka has around her waist. And of course, we do know Ember Moon's chasing that title as well, as is, well, this woman, Peyton Royce, and her tag team partner, Billie Kay. So, we're going to see Peyton Royce here tonight. She'll be joined by Billie Kay in her corner, but Peyton Royce coming out here for a singles matchup, trying to get the job done here tonight, representing the iconic duo. So, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, 2 women from Australia looking to make their mark here in NXT, and haven't they done that in the last month or so? Peyton Royce has been very competitive. She's been after Ember Moon. She got a shock victory over Ember Moon, and then she decided to attack the champion Asuka, and that is very, very risky. It's something you don't want to do very often, and if you're going to do it, you're going to make sure that you are prepared for what is going to happen afterwards, and tonight we're going to see that afterwards. Well, here comes, hang on, here's a handshake from Peyton Royce. Oh, wow. Peyton Royce with a thunderous right hand to Asuka to start this match off. Now Royce with a Hurricane Rana. Are you kidding me? Peyton Royce, you are asking for trouble. Not only did she attack Asuka 2 weeks ago, but she just hits her straight on the mouth, in the jaw, to start this match off. And now she started off really well with a few Hurricane Ranas here. A great start here by Peyton. Well, as of right now, we're not exactly 100% sure what the women's matchup will be at NXT TakeOver. Peyton Royce has requested a title opportunity. She hasn't been granted it yet because we're still pending on the result of this matchup. This matchup will obviously determine what happens at TakeOver. If Peyton Royce can get a win here tonight, well, you'd have to expect Asuka and Peyton Royce to rematch, as attempted spear gets taken down instead. You have to expect the rematch to take place at TakeOver. So Shawn Michaels, our general manager of NXT, watching on very intently here, wondering what to do here with our women. Peyton Royce has been working her way up. Her partner Billie Kay hasn't had as much success. Billie Kay has been around for a little bit longer here at NXT compared to Peyton Royce, and has had plenty of success throughout her tenure here in NXT. But the last month for Billie Kay, nowhere as near as successful as her tag team partner Peyton Royce. Peyton gets up back to her feet after Asuka misses the attempted drop kick and the double knees. Down goes Asuka. And Peyton Royce, she's been excellent here tonight. What a start to this matchup. And now the clothesline to the outside. Well, Peyton Royce has come here to fight tonight. She wants this title opportunity, there's no doubt about that. She beat Ember Moon, a shock win, but it was a win for Peyton. And now she's trying to replicate another shock victory over Asuka here tonight. And now, Peyton, look out, the arm extended and twisted around. And now these 2 women fighting it out to the outside. Peyton Royce, I'm going to get a piece of Asuka, but Asuka slips back in the ring. And Asuka looking to get the better of Peyton here, but Peyton again back into that Hurricane Rana, swiftly into it and takes her down. But Peyton Royce, you can see, just went to a knee there, and she's just starting to catch her breath because she's had such a hot start to this matchup. It's taken the wind out of her sail just a little bit. German suplex there as Peyton Royce taken down by Asuka. Now a stomp away there by the champion. Asuka beats Peyton Royce tonight. Maybe she gets the night off at TakeOver. That's something that I'm sure she'd be looking forward to. Is now off the second, and now the missile drop kick. And Ember Moon losing to Peyton Royce a few weeks ago. I guess if you can't beat Peyton Royce, then you can't beat Asuka, especially if Asuka wins against Peyton Royce. I guess that's probably how our GM is probably thinking. If Ember Moon can't beat Peyton, well then she doesn't deserve an opportunity at Asuka if Asuka gets the win tonight. Up on the second rope now is Asuka. Now for the diving splash, landing straight flush on Peyton Royce into the cover. Kick out again by Peyton. Billie Kay watching on, hasn't got herself involved yet, thank goodness for that. Wouldn't put it past her though, the iconic duo willing to do whatever it takes. And now, oh, reverse DDT. Nicely done here by Peyton Royce, who I've got to say this has probably been the most impressed I've been by Peyton Royce in the opening few minutes of a matchup. But here's the thing, can she get it done for the entire duration of a match? That's, I think, where she may be going wrong. She's only had a few months of experience here in NXT though, so from what we've seen so far, it's been pretty successful for her. And there's a big spin kick landing right on the jaw of Peyton. Now the cover, Asuka can't get it done though, a kick out. Peyton Royce, look out. Oh, takes down Asuka. And now she's going to try her luck, trying to beat the champion here. I don't think this is going to work, but it's worth a try. And a kick out again. Now Asuka back to her feet thanks to Peyton. Oh, and look at that spin. Roundhouse kick there. Excellent work there. And now Peyton Royce thought about rolling to the outside, and Asuka wants her to get back to her feet to do that. A right hand and connecting, and down goes Royce, and Billie Kay getting close to Asuka here. Referee's got to keep an eye on this. Make sure that Kay doesn't get herself involved. And now Peyton Royce. Hurricane Runner. Down goes Asuka. Peyton gets Asuka up here. And now Asuka. Near those steel steps. You don't want to be there. We saw what happened in our previous matchup with those steel steps. As Peyton Royce, she's getting close to landing on them herself. Oh, into the ringside barricade goes Asuka. Right hand now by the champion. And now Peyton Royce with a counter. Referee continues to count. The counter's getting high. Now Peyton lands on her feet. Oh, a spear! A spear, and Asuka's head caught the steel steps on the way down. She could be knocked out cold. Counter 9. Asuka's not moving. She's stumbling now, but it's too late. She's stirring. She's trying to get to her feet. It's too late. It's Peyton Royce with a count-out win over the champ. Take whatever you can get. If you're Peyton Royce, she's just beaten the champion. It's not clean in the middle, but you can see that spear. Oh my goodness. We need a slow-mo of that. Let's take a look at that just in slow motion. So here it is. The spear, boom, and looks like maybe the shoulder and part of Asuka's head just managed to land on the corner of that steps. And Peyton can start celebrating. Oh, here's Ember Moon. Ember Moon coming in for a bit of revenge for herself. And coming in to make sure that the iconic duo don't try anything else on Asuka as well. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay taken out there by Ember Moon, who's looking to maybe send a bit of a message of her own. And ladies and gentlemen, we can make this announcement official. It is a tag team match to take place at TakeOver. The iconic duo of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay will take on the unlikely pairing of Asuka and Ember Moon. How the hell will those two coincide? Especially because Ember Moon wants what Asuka has. That's the NXT Women's Championship. Well, that match will take place at TakeOver, which of course is the next episode of Universe Mode. Do not miss it. I'll keep you posted on Twitter and Facebook on when you can expect to see that. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz. Leave a like on the Facebook page, BrendenPlayz, as well. Check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com. Remember to leave a like before you go. Let's try and hit 150 likes on this episode. And if you are excited for TakeOver, let me know in the comments down below, because it is the next episode of Universe Mode coming your way very soon.